Obviously, reform of the judiciary is absolutely crucial. You can see it in all of the opinion polls where there is great dissatisfaction with the current situation, and for the European Union, for the path towards the European Union, reform is absolutely essential. And that's why we've been engaging for many years in this area on reform of the judiciary, reform of the prosecution, and more widely. Now, as you will probably remember very well, only last summer there were serious concerns raised about the Judicial Council. And in response to those concerns, we dispatched a team of experts, other judges from EU member state countries, to come here and carry out a peer review of the Judicial Council itself. And they made many recommendations, no less than 40 recommendations, about how to improve the independence, professionalism, and integrity of the Judicial Council. Well, of course, we welcome the commitment from the government to advance on the EU path, and we've already seen good progress, not least in some discussions we've had on a reform agenda, which I think has progressed very positively even in the short period since the government has been there. Now, concerning the constitutional amendments, we already have a solution on the table. You will remember back in July 2022. Now, I followed very closely the negotiations that took place between approximately the autumn of 2020 and that agreement that was reached in July 22. And it was not an easy process for either side. Compromises were made, and as a result, I think probably the best agreement that could be made at the time was made. Could this government get a better agreement? I'm personally very doubtful of that. Of course, it's a matter between the two governments, but I'm very doubtful that that could be achieved, and I see no appetite in Brussels to revisit the negotiating framework, which is the basis of negotiations. As I say, there is a solution on the table,